Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome to the channel. And it's New Year's, or it's close to New Year's. It's December 30th as I record this. Looking back on the past year, I've done some stuff. I'm looking forward to 2025 and some of the new adventures that will be had in the kitchen as well as abroad. I am planning on doing some traveling, and I will post some videos of the foods that I eat while I'm out and about. In the meantime, it's New Year's, so I thought I would have one last little video. I'm saving the champagne for tomorrow, but while I was at the store, I happened upon the bargain bin. Seagram 7 was in the bargain bin, and I've never tried it. It was on sale for $7.99 for a bottle of whiskey. I'm not expecting great things. I've heard a lot about Seagram's 7. It's an American blended whiskey. It's supposedly called this because it has 7 different whiskeys in it, blending, corn whiskeys, rye, wheat whiskeys, those sorts of things. So they're going for a specific flavor profile. A lot of it's sourced from other distilleries and blended together to get a specific flavor. It's kind of iconic. It's well known. I've never tried it. Now, mind you, Seagram's 7 is typically known as it's sort of a cocktail whiskey. It's not really renowned for being all that great on its own, but it's well known for being useful as the base spirit for cocktails. Generally unoffensive, which is what I'm expecting. Okay. Now I just opened it, so I'm getting a lot of the alcohol. So it's giving it a sort of a medicinal smell from the beginning. Hint of sweetness. Once again, when smelling whiskeys, you need to remember to exhale every now and then. Whew, okay. Yeah, honestly, the alcohol is the prevalent smell. It's not a very strong smelling whiskey. There's a very, very faint hint of maple syrup. And there's actually sort of a sweet corniness to it, which, there is corn whiskey in this. What percentage, I have no idea, but that's kind of what I'm getting. There's a little bit of herbaceousness almost. I don't know, with the sort of medicinal smell from all the alcohol. It's sort of giving me sort of a liniment kind of thing, and there's almost a little bit of like Band-Aid and iodine, but it's not Scotch, so it's interesting. It's not malted in the same way as Scotch, and now I'm splashing it everywhere. I haven't even drunk any yet, so let's try. It's very woody. That hint of sweetness, that maple syrup that was on the nose kind of goes away immediately. It's a little dry, a little astringent. Yeah, not a whole lot going for it, which is why I sort of understand why there's not really much call for just Seagram 7 neat or on the rocks. However, it's a cocktail whiskey. So, one of the most famous iterations of that is the 7 and 7, which is, I'm just going to reuse that, which is a highball, which takes 1.5 ounces Seagram 7, 5 ounces 7 Up. Which is about like that. Garnish with a lime. I don't have one. I had this rather suspect looking lemon. That's pathetic looking. I'm going to leave that out. That's it, served over ice. Ooh, okay. I get it. So, other than its alcohol and the sourness of the alcohol and that sort of base graininess, I guess, from the whiskey, that takes this into it tones down the sweetness of the 7 Up, which is very, very sweet. And it pairs well with the sourness of the citrus flavors. So it kind of enhances that sort of lemon lime flavor you get from the 7 Up. It's actually quite a refreshing beverage. Yeah. And it gives you something a little bit more complex than just soda pop. It's actually quite good. And like I said, it is basically a highball, which is a base spirit mixed with some sort of a mixer, usually like soda water or some sort of soda pop, a cola. Technically, getting like whiskey and Coke is a highball. It's a little different because it's, Coke has a whole bunch of other things going for it with that sugar syrup and all of the more of the phosphoric acid and all that stuff. But technically, it's also technically a highball. Seeing if I get anything more out of it. I mean, there is almost sort of a base caramely note that I get out of this with the addition of the sugar from the 7 Up. Brings out a little bit more of the sort of burnt sugar flavors in the whiskey, which is interesting. Hush. I don't know if this is going to be something I make on a regular drink, but it's not bad. I can see why people drink it. And I mean, Seagram's has been around since 1857. Had to look that one up. People are drinking this stuff. So obviously it has a place. And clearly this is actually a tasty beverage. I can see why this has become kind of a North American classic. It's simple, it's cheap, and it's actually quite refreshing and tasty. It's an inoffensive beverage. Like I said, don't know that I'm going to be doing this regularly, but it's in the toolbox. If you want something quick and refreshing, you could do worse than doing a 7 and 7. So, with that, I'd like to thank you for watching all of 2024, and I look forward to doing more videos with you in the new year. So, Happy New Year, everyone, and I will see you next time here on Recipe Redemption. Bye now.